Hi, this is Neve Arthur, the Stay-at-Home Family, with today's edition of the Scientific Happiness Project. So today we're going to talk about how you can change the world around you into a happier place. Now, I don't mean changing the people around you to become happier, because that's up to them, but I mean creating circumstances within your world that allow you to see it as a happier place. So we've kind of touched before on a few concepts kind of around this, but never really dug right in. One really easy way to understand this is to look at the reticular activating system, which you may have heard of before. I had, but I hadn't quite understood how to use it to my benefit. So the reticular activating system is basically that your brain only takes in certain information. So, you've got hundreds of thousands of tiny bits of information coming into you at any one time, especially if you have your eyes open. Just in terms of what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're feeling, the level of temperature, all these different things are going on in your outside world and they affect you, but your brain only decides to pay attention to the things that it thinks is relevant to you. I first heard this described as, when you decide you want to buy a new car and you pick out the make and model, all of a sudden you'll see that car everywhere because your brain knows that it's relevant. It has some level of importance to you. So you start to notice it, whereas you wouldn't have noticed it before. It's not that suddenly everyone has that car. It just feels like that. So your brain will really pick out the bits of information that are relevant to you. So if you want to have a happier experience of your world, you need to change what your brain thinks is relevant. Now, you change what your brain thinks is relevant by what you are putting your time and thought into consciously. So if you allow yourself to constantly worry, guess what your brain is going to think is relevant? Stuff that's a worry. If you hear someone talking about bills, that might set off a worry in your brain. You might, notice how there's a funny noise in your car. Oh no, something to worry about. You might notice that, that it's cloudy and go, oh no, it might rain. Oh no, did I bring in the stuff that I had outside? Whatever your kind of base level of what you like to think about is, that's what your brain is going to give you more of. So if you can consciously spend more time within your day focusing on the things that make you happy, you'll notice more of them. At first it's hard because you're actively trying to change maybe layers and years of patterns of thought, but as we've discussed before, it's just a matter of starting doing it, of consciously spending a couple of half-hour periods a day. A great one that we've already touched on is gratitude, is spending 20 minutes writing down all the things you're grateful for in your life. And even just doing that, you'll start to notice more stuff to be grateful for throughout your day because you've already activated that thought pattern, so your brain knows, hey, this is important. This stuff that I'm grateful for is important, and they'll start to pick out more things. So if you think about more things to be happy about, you'll find more things to be happy about. And then slowly you'll change your map of the world. And we are going to talk in the next video about that map, about how you view the world, and about how to adjust that to make it a happier map. In any case, this is a very wobbly video because I'm in my car and I haven't had coffee yet, so my brain is still only firing on a few cylinders. I'd say that'll be one of my goals this year, will be giving up coffee. I'm not ready yet, but I'll get there. So I hope you have an incredible and happy day. Make sure to like the Facebook fan page and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Scientific Happiness Project.